What I tried to copy was the old TV show Green Acres, and so since we're Classic Green, I call this Classic Green Acres.
I'm Kurt Aumann of Aumann Auctions. We have been in business for over 60 years, and I've tried countless times to put into words the adventures we go on and the situations we get into, but I just can never seem to do it, so we're going to show you. We are an international auction company specializing in all things vintage power. Through our adventures, we have seen some of the rarest items in the world, from vintage tractors, trucks, cars, signs, memorabilia, and so much more. We are not just an auction company, we are collectors with a passion for the items we sell. But it's not just about the items, it's also about the people. We get to experience, share, and tell the history of our past. Every day is different in the auction industry. Now it's time we take you on the adventure with us.
All right, we are here in Boyertown, Pennsylvania, and here because of the Henry Stettler collection, and they have gotten quite a bit of work done ahead of time, gotten a lot of the tractors pulled out. There's about 80 or so tractors here, and we're gonna start going through things, cataloging, photographing, doing video. They've gotten most everything running, so that's great. We're gonna go through each piece and get everything done and pulled back in the shed.
Dad was a collector. He collected a lot of cars. He liked to collect Camaro pace cars, any kind of pace car. And then decided to get into tractors. And there's only one kind of tractor you collect, and that's John Deere. That was his passion. We're here now. Dad lost his eyesight, having some medical issues, and said it's time to let some people enjoy his passion that he had, since he no longer can. He was pretty good at it. He read all the books. He would go to an auction and he could tell you if it had the right nuts on the wheels, the right seat was on it, you know, all the little things that make a tractor really perfect, and that's what he was looking for. So we're here now. Dad wants to see them all go to a good home, and hopefully that's what's going to happen.
All right, so we're in downtown Boyer, Pennsylvania, here at the Henry Stettler collection. And here is one of the more unique items. He doesn't have just tractors. This is the Chevrolet Corvair that's going to be on the auction. Beautiful, beautiful truck. These are so neat, and actually pretty rare. One of the more unique things about this in general is that it has both tailgates, the one on the side and the rear. So, you know, you walk around here and they actually had side access to it. And you could walk your goats or whatever you need up there. Pretty unique. This one's been completely gone through, running, driving. Really kind of a fun truck, something that you're not going to see at a show if you go to it with it. Really kind of a neat piece. Another unique thing here that we've got at the Henry Stettler collection is these 420s. So these are rare in themselves. These are 420Vs. This one's actually got a set of cultivators on it. We've got 3 restored ones here. And the difference is that all 3 of these are consecutive serial numbers. So we have 3, 4, and 5. So these actually came off the line together and have not just stayed together the whole time, but they're brought back together again. Really unique to see that. You can see you know, some guys, they'll have 2 or something like that, but to have 3 that were all built to the same day, pretty impressive.
So Pagan and I flew in today, and Paul Summers from Maryland, he came up and he's been helping the guys get things pulled out. They've got a huge crew here already helping to get things running and pulled out. So we're gonna see if we can keep up with them and get everything done as fast as we can.
Awesome. What did you find out about this box of memorabilia you got?
Well, doesn't look great. There's a lot of what could be cool stuff in here.
Okay.
You've got Muhammad Ali signed picture, really cool stuff. William Shatner, Star Trek, baseball legends, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, same picture autograph. But none of it seems to be what you'd hope for.
So a couple weeks ago, we were contacted by a lady that came in through the website about some graded sports cards and some autographed like 8x10s. Said he had some really high-end names like Muhammad Ali and Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, and it didn't seem too fishy at the time, so we said, go ahead, send it to us. They said, yeah, we'll put them in the mail. We're gonna sign the contract and send it with a box. And I was like, well, okay, great, that sounds pretty easy. And so they sent it, and sure enough, 2 weeks ago it showed up, and I'm having Austin, who's our expert here on sports memorabilia, take a look at it and just to see if it's legit.
There are only so many companies anymore that really can be trusted with a COA. I mean, anybody can make one. We go print it out right now and say that we authenticated it as legit. Doesn't necessarily make it true. But none of the cards on their own are very special. You've got an Albert Pujols minor league card, 1973 Topps Tom Seaver, Michael Jordan NBA hoops card. I mean, they're good names, but they're just from that era of cards that aren't anything special. Got great, graded gem mint LeBron James, but
That's disappointing.
you got, especially sports, you got to know who the companies are, who to trust. And it's just kind of important to know what you're buying, know what you're looking for. Going back to the pictures are printed on the cheapest photo paper you can find.
Well, certainly sounds like something that we don't want to be selling, obviously. So
No,
we'll just probably pack these up and send it right back to them.
that'd be best case. There's too much fake in sports as there is. So
All right. Well, I guess just box it back up and we'll get rid of it. Thanks, man.
yep.
Howdy, how are you? Well, I can't complain, not amongst a bunch of Oliver tractors and nice pretty weather like this. Hey, we're in Round Lake, Minnesota this morning, population about 350, and we're at the Arnie Meyer open house. Arnie was I've known him for a long time. Arnie knew me so long that he knew me when I was skinny, and that's been quite a while. But he was a big Oliver collector, came to a lot of our auctions. We sold him a lot of tractors. A friend for many, many years, he and his wife Leanne. Arnie was also a big parts supplier to the Oliver tractor hobby. He had a real eye for trying to find rare models and things with rare options. And he's got an impressive collection of not just tractors, but also a lot of great parts. So there's people coming from all over the country today to come and take a look at what he's got. I got a piece of Airport 25 sales literature, and I think the only reason the orchard fenders are on that was to make it look streamlined. You know, I think that's because they serve no functional purpose. Yeah, because the piece in the literature, it's painted red, and then it's got TWA decals on the fenders. You know, and I think the only reason is just to make it look cool. This tractor's got a really unique history. So when you look at this, you think maybe it's an Oliver 70, which it is. It's built exactly the same, but the serial number tag says Oliver 25. And 25 signified a few different things. It was the industrial version of the 70. It was also the export version of the 70. And then there was a tractor that they produced called the Airport 25. In the piece of Airport 25 sales literature, they actually had, I think, a TWA logo on the side of these fenders, and it just made it was a tow tractor to tow airplanes, and it just made it look streamlined and more modern. Hey, how are you?
We're not on camera here, are we?
Oh, you never know. You never know. You're not wanted, are you?
Well, I hope not.
Okay.
My wife once in a while.
There you go. One of the things that's most unique about this collection is, you know, you can buy an Oliver tractor, you can buy a 1555, or you can buy a 1555 standard or a 1555 loader special. Arnie knew the low production tractors, and that's the stuff that he sought out. So, you know, he bought a lot of tractors over the years, but he always seemed to kind of get rid of the common ones and keep the rare ones. So this is a pretty big gathering of low production Oliver tractors. Definitely the most Oliver LPs that we've ever sold in one spot. Hey, so this is a really cool tractor with a neat story. You know, whenever you first look at this, it's not the 1555 that you're usually used to. This is actually a 1555 standard Wheatland. There were 80 of these tractors produced, and they were actually intended to go to Vietnam. And this was right at the end of the Vietnam War. I think about 30 of the tractors ended up over there. Then political things happened, the war ended, so they were left with about 50 here in the United States. Now that's generally speaking. We don't know the exact number. You know, they were green tractors, badged cockshut, and so they ended up sending them up into Canada to sell. Market here, but they were leftovers that didn't make it over to Vietnam. So this is really a pretty rare tractor. You hardly ever see this. This is super nice original paint. It's still got the original dealer decal on it, which is kind of neat. It's, like I say, it's configured for like a standard Wheatland. Probably would have been used in rice fields and stuff over in Vietnam. These are super rare. I think this is the only one we've ever sold. Another neat feature that it's got on it is it's got a hydraulic rollover plow. So the way that this plow works is you can plow one way, turn around, flip the plow over, and plow directly back. So that's used a lot in smaller fields, places like that. But this plow is actually pretty rare too. And whenever it's turning over, it actually looks like it's going to fall apart, but that's the way it's designed. So this open house gives collectors an opportunity to come and inspect the tractors personally, and really gives more time to look things over. There's other collectors here you can bounce ideas off of and help critique tractors, you know, before you bid on them online. Even there will probably be some people test driving stuff here today. So, you know, it really gives a great opportunity to meet fellow collectors and look the tractors over and just kind of immerse in the hobby.
All right, so we're going through right now and getting videos of everything before we put it inside. Thank you. I'm gonna get, we've gotten photos already. So now at this point, we're gonna go through, yep, go ahead and come on. Go through and get videos of it as we put everything back inside. Since we're running it, we might as well get that done, show it off a little bit. Try and show that everything's running and moving the way it should. And if there's any problems, we can point them out if we see them.
So the other part of Henry's collection is actually garden tractors. He's got quite a few different brands and variety. One being this beautiful Massey that we've got running here, and then also one of the more unique things is he has a consecutive serial number set of John Deere Patio Series tractors. So that is really neat, something you never see.
Though the one thing about this full collection of Mr. Stetler's is there's a little bit of something for everybody. You know, you have stuff from Case to John Deere to Ford, and we even have like Ford Bear. We have cars, snowmobiles, tons of signs for the sign guys. So it's definitely been an interesting trip to be able to see a little bit of everything. A lot of times we're maybe stuck on all John Deere, all Case, all signs. So this is a nice change of pace than what we're used to sometimes. Everything's been super organized. We got really lucky with the guys getting here early and getting stuff out for us because that's something we don't get all the time. So we feel a little spoiled this week while we're here. But not too many challenges, I have to say. Heat's one thing, but I think we've taken it with some grace, and we're going to keep the progress going so everybody can enjoy some time.
So one of the great things that we have here is Henry is, he's a great guy and has good friends that are willing to come out here and help him. I mean, it says a lot about him. The guys here, they helped us run, drive, start. Rich has been a huge help going through and getting these tractors started. He started weeks before we even got here. So having these guys here helping is invaluable. So Rich, this was one of the things that he was a little hesitant to actually get in this and drive it because he was afraid we were going to take video, but he looked so good in it. So we got him in it and he ran it around. I think he enjoyed it a lot more than what he thought he would. So maybe you'll see him in a parade next time running one of these around.
We're finally kind of getting things wrapped up. We've had a ton of work done. We've pulled everything out, gotten everything running, got photos, videos, you name it. Got a lot of parts done. I think we've got probably over 150 signs cataloged as well. We're just now getting everything back in the sheds and kind of cleaned up to leave so we can go back and start promoting this thing and get things rolling.
We had a lot of tractors. Alex and the crew have been great. They've walked us through the steps. It could be a little hotter. It's only been 90 every day here so far, so it could be a little hotter that we could sweat a little bit more getting them all out. But it was neat having them spread out through the yard, able to take pictures of rows and rows and rows of tractors. I believe there's close to 130 at this last count. So we got them all out, got them tagged, got them running. They've been great in helping us get some of them running. We had a local guy here, one of my dad's buddies, that was determined to get them all running. He's like a dog with a bone. He's not going to give up on it till it's running. Name's Rich Nestor. I'll give a shout out to Rich. He's an old guy, but he really knows his stuff. Good guy, real good guy. Any old widows out there looking for a guy, he's your guy to get a hold of. but we're having fun with it. It's been an interesting week, a lot of hard work. All the guys that are helping us, and Alex has been real great. His staff again has been making the process real easy.
So we are just about wrapped up here. We're kind of getting everything pulled back in and tidied up before we head out. We've had really great luck with getting everything running. The guys here again have been a huge help, and it's been really kind of an enjoyable experience. I mean, sometimes we get to a place and we don't necessarily have anything running and driving, so when we come out here and you have something like this where you can get out and play a little bit and work, it's always a good time. You know, we're kind of getting close here to where I think everything's cataloged. We've got videos, so we're going to take everything back, get everything online and ready to go, and get the auction started.
So like always, we're coming off of another trip last week. We were again up in North Dakota up there, so we're back on the road again. You know, it's we've got a really good team here. We've got some new faces even. It really does take a village to do this.